Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing alright. Because, this World Cup, I love this game. Patrice Evra was way ahead of his time when he came on social media and went, I love this game too, Patrice. Absolutely fantastic. This World Cup, I don't want this World Cup to end. I don't. Forget the season. End the season, right? Forget it. I don't want to go back to Premier League football. Not after this. Not after this. This tournament is such a joy. And today's games, wow. I mean, if those are the quarterfinals, then if the quarterfinals were that emotionally draining today, and none of my teams were involved, I don't have one team involved today, and even I'm tired, then tomorrow's going to be something else. Tomorrow, I don't know, we might not make tomorrow. Our hearts might explode tomorrow. So, unbelievable. Croatia, Brazil, what a shock. Netherlands, Argentina, well, not so much of a shock. I'll tell you why. In my preview yesterday, I did get one of these results completely wrong, and I'll explain that very shortly. And I got one 99% right? The only thing I got wrong was the initial score line within 90 minutes or 120 minutes. But everything else I said was spot on. So, talking about previews, if you haven't seen it already, make sure to catch my preview for tomorrow's games. Make sure you catch that here. After you're done with this, click here, right? And watch what I have to say for tomorrow's quarterfinals. England, France, Morocco, Portugal. But let's crack on. Croatia, Brazil. I'm going to be completely honest from now, yeah? Croatia, Croatia are efficient. They get the job done. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. They get the job done. Croatia they're not the most pleasing to watch. Sometimes they don't even look like the most solid defensively. But they get the job done. It's as simple as that. They knocked out Brazil, ladies and gentlemen. Croatia, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Croatia won the World Cup. I really wouldn't. They deserve all the credit. This team, it just looks like the team that's not going to do it, and then they do it. You know? It's a team where no one's really expecting, no one's paying attention. It's not that they don't expect, no one's paying attention. No one's paying attention to Croatia, and then they just rock up to the semi-final. Yeah, we're in the semi-final. Oh, you're here, Croatia. How did you get here? That's Croatia. I mean, today, you could say that in terms of the game itself, the ball, control, dominance, most of it was with Brazil. But Livakovic in goal was enough. That's it. Him in goal got Croatia to the semi-final. Done. You know, what's crazy is it took the manager to take off certain players in that Croatian team that many people would look at and go, whoa, are you mad to take this guy off? I mean, Kovacic came off. Brozovic came off. Pasalic came off. There are a few names, except Luka Modric. You can't take Modric off, and the manager obviously knows that. But he brings on these other lads. They get the job done. They score. This game, 0-0 throughout. Brazil in the first half looked flat. They didn't look themselves. Croatia were doing very well defensively, to be honest. But Brazil, they weren't gelling as much as we're used to see them gel. The way they weren't moving the ball as quickly or as fluently as we normally see. And it finished 0-0 at half time, and I'm thinking, nah, you know what? It's coming. Second half, same story. Although Brazil are pressing, they're trying to move forward, they're trying, but they keep hitting a roadblock. And Croatia tried to pick out the opportunities. And then, this is the thing about Croatia, right? They just find this new life out of nowhere. I don't know where it comes from. I really don't understand. But you know what? I've come to terms with it. It's the Croatian way. It's just the Croatian way. It gets into extra time. And then Neymar finally, despite all the chances that were missed, despite the 1-2s in the box, despite the little opportunities where, again, Livakovic comes to the rescue. I mean, it's shot after shot after shot. Livakovic. He's everywhere, this guy. He can stop anything. And then Neymar strikes with a beautiful goal. Fantastic 1-2 combination in a Brazilian manner, in a way that we expect Brazil to move and to see their players get into position and to see their players combine with each other and to see the ball move from 3 or 4 players in the space of 1.5 seconds. Like, that's the Brazilian way, right? It gets through it seemed very efficiently, very easily. Neymar takes it round Livakovic, slots it in, 1-0. And I'm here like, finally. This was coming. Brazil were always going to score. At that point, I thought, yeah, that's it. Finally, they've got it. Croatia are done. That's it. Nah. Croatia find this way. I don't know how. I don't know where. I don't know why. But they find this way and they get into this way and they pluck out what they need to pluck out, and you have to give them credit for it, especially after them making the substitutions. No one expected them to. And then all of a sudden, 117th minute, ball comes over to Petkovic, and he takes a shot. And it's not even that powerful. But it takes a slight deflection, and Alisson is sent completely the wrong way, tries to rectify himself, and it lands beautifully into the bottom corner. 1-1. I mean, it's Croatia. This is what Croatia do. There's no other country that does this except Croatia. It's just fantastic. And then it gets to penalties. And Livakovic, this goalkeeper needs to move. He needs to. Chelsea, this goalkeeper, he might be the business. Just saying. Get on the blower to his club and get this guy, because even on penalties, and the penalty shootout was where you could judge Brazil here, because the sequencing of players that they decided to go with. I mean, Neymar, for example, nowhere near the beginning. Bizarre. Croatia, very efficient. Score, save, score, save. I mean, it's fantastic. And then they win 4-2 on penalties. Croatia through to the semi-final. And the favourites, Brazil, out. And I have to be honest, as I've already said, Croatia, fully deserved. And you can't underrate Croatia anymore. You just can't. You can't. Even though they don't look pleasing to the eye, they look like a team that's not really doing much, but they are. So I honestly, fantastic. Croatia, fully deserved, absolutely fully deserved, and much respect. And they're going to go to the semi-final. And they get to play Argentina, right? Now, this was the other game in the quarterfinal that I got basically spot on. I did say it was going to finish 1-1 and then go to penalties after extra time, and then Argentina sneak it. And it happened exactly like that, except it finished 2-2, not 1-1. So, Croatia-Argentina in that semi-final. My analysis on Croatia changes. It changes now. So when we get to the preview of that semi-final, I'll tell you what I have to say and where I think it's all going to go, especially after seeing how both teams played tonight. Let's just say Netherlands, I think, tried to play tonight how Croatia did and failed. Or, well, they took it to penalties, considering the circumstances they were in. So you could say that was a success. But they could have killed the game off before. However, if we're talking about this Netherlands-Argentina game, there is one thing that I have to say off the bat. This referee needs to be, I don't know, accused of something. Because some of the situations we saw in that game is absolutely mind-blowing. How Argentina left that pitch with 11 men. I don't understand. Right? Netherlands didn't help themselves throughout, into halftime, into the last 15 minutes. Up until minute 75, you could see the Netherlands were just second best, again, despite the referee, but overall, they couldn't find their footing. They couldn't really take advantage. They couldn't try and get the ball forward as much as they possibly could. They were making very simple mistakes. They were losing the ball, especially on the flanks, very easily. Dumfries, for example, losing carelessly the amount of times the ball was taken away from him. In midfield, they didn't really have anyone. There was a big hole. And you could see Argentina just absolutely dominate the middle of the pitch, and they had the complete control of the engine, basically. Netherlands constantly going to the flanks. It was only after they went 2-0 down. There was a goal from Molina that sent Argentina 1-0 up. Later on, there's a penalty, and you could debate whether it was on the line or not, although it looked like it was just inside. Penalty given, I would say that is a foul. It's a penalty. Messi tucks it away, and it's 2-0. And it was at this point that Netherlands decided to start playing how they should have started the game. You know, it looks like they changed the shape. They start to go more forward. They start to act a little bit more daring. They start to throw players forward. They start to occupy the middle of the pitch where there was a big hole in throughout the 75 minutes where we saw nothing. And all of a sudden, they start to blend and they combine passes a lot more efficiently and a lot more quickly. And more overall, just more control. And Argentina on the back foot. I'm like, why did you not do this from the start? Because the Netherlands have a team to be able to cause some sort of hassle. They just didn't show it up until they were 2-0 down. And then we get a goal. Weghorst. Mark Goldbridge's Antichrist. We're talking about Weghorst. Absolutely great finish to get into 2-1. Right? Tucks it away nicely. A good assist from Burgers. And with minutes to go, 10 minutes plus stoppage time, you could just tell there was a chance for the Netherlands to keep the momentum and to get that second goal. And then in the, 90 plus 11, the 101st minute. I'm trying to think how you could say 90 plus 11. My maths has gone out the window. 101st minute of the game, right? And a beautifully worked free kick. This is something straight from the training ground. No one expected it. And that is what you have to do against a team like Argentina. You have to catch them with something they've just not seen before. And that's exactly what they did. Weghorst, well, not Weghorst. Who was taking the free kick? But there was a big opportunity to just shoot. Great range. Wall looked like it was, beatable. Big space on the left-hand side of the goal. Could have bent it right in. Doesn't. Passes straight to Weghorst. Weghorst takes one touch, round the defender, taps it in very quickly. Beautifully taken, 2-2. And that is where I started to think, the Netherlands are going to take this into extra time now, and they might work with the momentum, and they might get something. Nothing happens. They have opportunity, they lose it up top, not clinical, but if we're talking in the context of 120 minutes, I find it absolutely insane that the Argentinians were allowed to get away with some of the challenges they were getting away with. Romero, handballs, literally whacks the ball with his hand. Like he's changed sport. He's basically become a rugby player. He's basketball player or volleyball, or he's basically taken handball, because there is a sport called handball. If you're non-English, you would know about it. It's only in England they don't play handball. If you don't know it, research it. Handball, great sport. It's like football but with your hands. Anyway, decides to just whack it with his hand. He gets booked, right? Fair. Messi does the same thing deliberately with his hand, and the ref gives nothing. Why? And then later on, Messi did get into the book. So it makes you wonder some of the challenges that happened. Paredes was absolutely astonishing. He takes out Nathan Ake with a yellow card challenge. Easily yellow card challenge. Does not get the ball. Clamps his legs left, right and centre. Could have been, well, I'm not going to say the leg breaker, but he clamps him, right? Ake's on the floor screaming. Paredes gets up immediately, sees where the ball is, and whacks it straight at the bench. That's a straight red. That's anti-fair play. That's a complete massive violation of discipline, right? It's a red immediately. Or if it's not a red, it's 2 yellows. Yellow for the foul and yellow for smashing the ball into the bench. Referee turns up and goes, it's fine, no problem. Here's a yellow, get on with it. I'm like, nah, you got to be kidding. And then you see some of the challenges that Netherlands made, or the fouls that Netherlands had, and either free kicks not given, or little challenge and they get a yellow card immediately. Crazy. So in that aspect, you have to actually look at the referee and think, did the referee do his job? Because I don't think he did. Overall, I don't think he did. And I think the Netherlands were held back because of that. I really do. I think if it was the other way around and it was a normal geezer wearing the number 10 for the Netherlands, he probably would have been booked, whilst Messi for Argentina doesn't, because he's Messi. That's how it seemed. That's how it seemed like. So overall, look, goes to penalties, and for penalties, yes, the Netherlands did not deserve to win that penalty shootout. To be honest, Van Dijk blew it at the beginning. After that, considering that the Netherlands missed their first two, after that, yes, they managed to claw it back. And they nearly got there in the end, but it just wasn't enough. The gap was just too big at the beginning for them to catch up towards the end. And you'd thought maybe if there was one Argentinian that would miss, it would be Martinez, and he doesn't. He slots it in, and Argentina are through to the semi-final. So Argentina are through. Congratulations. Are they beatable? Well, they get to play Croatia now. So we'll see. But the Netherlands, I feel like, were hard done by. And in the penalty shootout, did not help themselves. But then again, the penalty shootout's a penalty shootout. It's a 50-50. It's a lottery. It's a draw. Sometimes you have to just take what comes. So it's unfortunate. But overall, Netherlands, unlucky with the comeback because they nearly done it. They did do it, but they nearly won the game as well. Unfortunate. And we have our first two semi-finalists, Croatia and Argentina. And tomorrow, we find out who the other two are. Is it going to be England or France? Is it going to be Morocco or Portugal? We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow. I will see all of you then. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, tomorrow there is one video, my review for the entire other semi-finals. England, France, Morocco, Portugal. I'll give you my thoughts after it's all said and done. And come on, England. It's coming home, I hope. Unless if we rock up against Argentina in the final and they decide to bring another hand of God into the picture, then there's a problem. We'll wait and see. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. How did you see both games going? Again, congratulations to Croatia. Cannot believe Brazil are knocked out. Unlucky Netherlands and Argentina are through. Let me know down below. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.